Hey guys, back with another video. Today I wanted to talk about, does the narcissist regret breaking up with you? Do they regret or miss you now that you are gone? Or now that you've accepted the situation as though it is? You have no thoughts of ever going back. You're done. You've accepted it, and you're moving on. So not right away, but eventually they're going to be happy with the new supply or the supplies that they have, but they're not going to be to the quality that you are and to the longevity that you've given them. And so, they like a shiny new toy, and that's how they're going to look at new supply. But after a short period of time, the new supply is going to get old. They're going to get bored of them. They're going to drain them, and they're going to devalue. And when they're in devalue mode, they're going to start very much so thinking about you. They're going to, if they haven't heard from you in a long time, then you may see them starting to, hover around you, because they always like to keep you in their orbit. And so they usually will start checking up on you to see how you're doing, to see if you're getting your energy back, and if they really injured you in a way that they wouldn't be interested in you anymore. Because sometimes they'll destroy an individual to a point to where they have nothing else to give, or there's no it's not going to be desirable to them anymore. But if you've recovered and you have decided to move on with your life, and they start, scoping you out, start stalking you, or hovering around you, and they notice that now you're happy, you're actually happy, and you're doing well for yourself, then this is when they're gonna want you back. And so if they try to reach out to you, as in a hoover, and it doesn't work, let's say they can't get in touch with you because you're no contact, and maybe you got some sort of a message from them but you didn't respond. I think the worst thing for them is when an individual doesn't respond to them at all. It's almost like it makes them realize that they're just not significant in your life anymore. You could care less, and so this is how it makes them ruminate. They will start to ruminate on you, and then they will want to know more, because if they're not with you, or you're not with them, then they're going to wonder who is. Because if they can't hoover you back, their first thoughts are that you're with somebody else, and that somebody else is better than them. So then they want to know who it is, who you're with, and why this is the case. It kind of dumbfounds them, because they just can't get it through their head that they're not the best thing in the world. But that's kind of how they feel innately. Well, maybe not innately, but that's how they become. But a lot of times what they do is they will push an empath, or push their partner that does so many good things for them, and has bent over backwards for them, have helped them in so many ways, and with nothing in return. Has they have the ability to push their partner to their limits, and I think that it gives them power and supply, and validation, just being able to continue to push their partner, just to levels that are just beyond what the normal person would deal with, and it makes them feel good. But at the same time, they are getting to the point to where they've disrespected this individual. They don't even respect them in their mind. They don't have a heart. So that's cold. But then they also will do things to continually irritate you, and just keep pushing to the point to where at some point, sometimes their partner, the empath, has taken too much, man, and they've had enough. And when you've had enough and you walk away from this situation, and then they come down the road looking to get back with you, and they can't hoover you, this is when they'll start to feel a little bit more of the brunt of their karma, because they took advantage of you, and that's obvious. And the fact of the matter is like they get with supply, and sometimes it's just like it could be something that they may discard you and not even have a backup supply. They may just think that they could live off the supply of you wallowing, and wanting them back for a while, while they go out and get new supply. But what they don't understand, because they're so pompous in their pride and ego, is that you're the reason why they are standing up so straight, so tall, and you're the reason that their ego has gotten to where it is because you have dealt them so well that you have built them up. When they weren't with you, their life was in shambles, and you boosted them. You've been boosting them the whole time. And so you continue to, help them, give them stability. You're really their full-on support system. And, outside of that, they don't have that stability, because they need the empathic partner that will be their support system. And, you've done so many good things for them, and then they take advantage of it, and what it does is they come into the situation, and they may be like more looking like more empathic looking, or to the level of I don't know, like more of a humility to them, okay? But then eventually what happens is as they're with you, they get they progressively feel that they are they don't need you, that they're better than you, and all of this comes from them being with you and you supplying them their needs for so long. After some point in time, then maybe they even get another source of supply, and then what happens is they get more pompous, and increasingly get more and more pompous, to the point that they're that they will discard you, thinking that they're so smart, and they did everything themselves, where they didn't do anything. All they did was they sucked the life out of you, and they used you for common sense, for love, support, energy, and counseling and love, okay? And then here you go, getting discarded over it. And it's crazy, but that's the way they do things. So yeah, will they miss you? Yeah, they'll miss you. They're gonna miss you a lot when they start to realize that, you know, they've had this new supply, and this new supply isn't at all what they thought it was gonna be. This new supply has really nothing to garner, or maybe the new supply didn't even last more than a few weeks, you know, and now they have no support system, and when they don't have a support system, then they start to realize how fragile they can become, because now they're getting into a position to where they are like vulnerable, and now they need you. Now they need you because they're so weak and emaciated that, you know, they need you back. And if they can't get you, then they're going to be on the verge of collapse. So, will they miss you? Yeah, they're going to miss you, because of all the things that you've done for them. But that's the thing, right? They don't miss you. They miss your resources. How about that? They miss your resources. They miss you know, your qualities and the things that you have done for them, the way that you have supplied them. And but you know, the thing is don't go back, because what happens is they're just going to cheat on you again, get increasingly pompous as you build them back up, and then they're going to, you know, break ties with you again and devalue and discard you with their ego, thinking that they can come back and recycle you again. And that's what it is. You're kind of like looked at, you know, it's like you're going through a recycle plant with them. It's like they drank the soda out of the bottle and they threw the bottle in the recycling plant, and then they come back for the bottle again when it's full, you know? So you got to be careful, because they're pathological, and they lie and they cheat and steal and destroy. So, just like their father, the devil. All right, so that's all for today. I hope this video helps somebody out there. Like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Soldier up, stand tall. Peace out. Love y'all.